there, you're watching HW News. This is me, Anusha. The Indian auto sector is in bad situation and probably facing a crisis which was not seen in the past 2 decades. This report was released by the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, which is the apex national body representing Indian automobile industry. This data showed that around 2.30 lakh auto sector jobs have been lost, which saw its sharpest fall in the last 19 years. And if we look at the bigger picture, overall the auto sector had witnessed an 18% dip in the sale for the month of July. And the worst hit was the passenger vehicle category. Now the sale for the commercial vehicle, if we talk about that, it has declined to 25%, while the sale for the two-wheelers have gone down to 16% lower than what it was last year in July. Now similarly, if we talk about the domestic PV or the passenger vehicle, its sale has now seen the biggest fall in nearly 19 years, slumping by 30.98%. Now the fall of the PV sale in July was also the 9th consecutive month for decline. SIAM said that the passenger car sales in July were also the worst since December 2000, when the segment had declined to 39.86%. Now, speaking to the reporters, the Director General of Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, Mr. Vishnu Mathur, had also admitted that it was the worst slump by the auto sector in the past 19 years. Mathur had also said that almost 15,000 jobs, mostly temporary and casual workers, have already been lost in the automobile manufacturing companies over the last 2 to 3 months. Seeking urgent government help, Mathur had also said that he hopes that the Modi government would soon come out with a revival package for the auto sector.
The data for July 19 has been released today, and what we find is that the crisis in the industry has further deepened. Almost all segments of the industry are showing very deep negative numbers, starting with the passenger vehicle industry, which is showing a negative of minus 31%. The commercial vehicle showing a negative of minus 25%, two-wheelers almost minus 17%, and the overall degrowth in the industry is almost 18 to 19%. This is probably the highest ever monthly degrowth that we've seen since December 2000, when the degrowth was slightly higher. So it's a highest degrowth in a month in the last 19 years. What we are expecting now is that we hope that the government would come out very soon with a revival package for sorts to bring the industry, pull it back, arrest the degrowth, and to bring it back on a growth path. SIAM, as well as the other associations like ACMA and FADA, have had meeting with the finance minister as well as with other ministries, and we have had very good discussions and positive discussions on a revival package, and we are hoping that the finance minister will issue some kind of measures to bring back the industry on the growth path. The 3 or 4 specific items that we could be looking at is, firstly, to address the liquidity issues with the NBFCs. Second is to reduce the GST rates from 28% to 18%, even if it is for a short period of time, to kickstart the industry. And thirdly, to announce some kind of a scrappage policy for vehicles that could remove the old and polluting vehicles from the road, and also in this process create some incremental demand for the auto industry, especially in the commercial vehicle space.
Now India's auto crisis is cutting 10 to thousands of jobs every day, citing slumping sales of cars and motorcycles, with many auto sector companies are forced to shut down its factories. After the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers data released the severe crisis of the Indian auto sector, the industry leaders as well as the experts have now warned of massive job cuts as manufacturers look to halt production. Also, our business and managing editor, Mr. Akhilesh Bhargav, had shared his view. Let us hear what he has said.
India's automobile sector has been in a crisis mode. Sales of passenger cars, sales of two-wheelers, three-wheelers, commercial vehicles, they all have been falling. And if the statistics are correct, sales of automobiles have receded for the 12th consecutive month. So all those who want to contend that this is a short-term cyclical downturn, they are mistaken. To us, it looks to be a structural problem, and the ramifications of the slowdown are huge. There are about 50 lakh workers, jobs at stake, and it is estimated that because of this slowdown, at least 1 million jobs will be lost. Market leaders like Maruti Udyog have already cut production. They have also reduced the dispatches of cars to dealers because cars are not selling. In fact, banks have even put credit to dealers in a higher risk mode. The government had generally been indifferent to this issue. For the last many months, when this slowdown was raised, it was whiffed away to be some kind of a short-term phenomena, despite the fact that all the signs look to be of a long-term nature. It was at one point of time thought that this slowdown is on account of the imminent onset of electrical vehicles in India, and because the electric vehicles are going to be preferred, there will be a slowdown for buying these internal combustion engine vehicles. We think that was not correct, because the slowdown that has not occurred because of a change in technology, and it is not that internal combustion engine vehicles are going to be banned outright. To us, this slowdown has been because of a receding of individual household income and the unabated unemployment problem that we face in India. It is unemployment, it is receding household income and savings which is dissuading the consumers from buying vehicles. And then to top it comes the banking and the NBFC crisis. Most of the vehicles are sold on vehicle loans, and these are generally provided in a large way by NBFCs. NBFCs have also been in a problem. So we have a combined effect of too many reasons why the entire automobile industry segment of India is facing problems. And if automobile companies face problems, their dealers will face problems. The component suppliers will face problems. Bank exposure to automobile companies are going to get into a difficult zone. And most importantly, it is the auto component manufacturers and the laborers and the staff that is employed by auto manufacturers which are going to be into stress. Retrenchment is already taken place. The industry has appealed to the finance minister for some kind of a relief package. And interestingly, one of the items of relief being sought are a cut in the GST rates. The GST rate on cars at the moment is 28%, and that is one of the demands, cut the GST rates, and that is not being heeded to by the government. The government is already struggling for finances, and a cut in GST rate as being demanded by the sector is not going to be easy. So what looks at the moment is some kind of a financial relief package, some kind of instructions to bankers to provide relief to the borrowers, which are either automobile companies or their constituents like auto component manufacturers. That is what is being discussed at the moment. But we think that is a temporary relief. The real relief will come when consumer demand looks up, and consumer demand will look up only when unemployment problem is mitigated, jobs take place, consumers feel more confident, and household incomes start going up, which at the moment have not been.
Now, this has taken a political turn as well, where Congress's General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi had recently slammed the government for being numb on the job crisis and the closure of companies because of the slowdown in the economy. And she said that the government's silence was dangerous. She further said that the government's silence is dangerous. Companies are not functioning. People are being fired from their jobs. BJP government is silent. After all, who is responsible for this recession in the country? Priyanka Gandhi tweeted about it. Also, Congress had also given a press conference where they elaborately spoke on the job losses and how the country's economy is towards its path of deadly slowdown. Let us hear what the Congress leader has said.
श्रिंकिंग लेबर फोर्स मेरा 5वां हेड है। रोजगार के बारे में आप जानते हैं, उस वक्त तो आपने प्रकाशन रोक दिया, अब तो प्रकाशित हो गई हैं। आपको याद है स्टैटिस्टिकल कमीशन के 3 लोगों ने इस्तीफा दिया था। आपको याद है कि दुनिया भर में लोग कह रहे थे कि भाई रोजगार कहाँ है, तो हमको बताया गया कि हलवाई के यहाँ पर है, पकौड़ों वालों के यहाँ पर है, इतने सारे लोग घूम रहे हैं चारों तरफ, उनके पास जरूर रोजगार होगा। वो क्या कहते हैं, प्रोविडेंट फंड में हम नाम डाल रहे हैं तो ज़रूर रोज़गार का द्योतक है वो। लेकिन इतने सालों में पहली बार हुआ कि सरकार ने औपचारिक लेबर एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट प्रकाशित नहीं की 5 वर्ष में। कभी नहीं हुआ, किसी सरकार में नहीं हुआ। हमारे वक्त भी गिरा था, हमने प्रकाशित की थी। सरकार में किसी देश को अगर आप बोलें कि आपके पास ऑफिशियल एम्प्लॉयमेंट या अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट नहीं है तो लोग मजाक उड़ाएंगे आपकी। कोई प्रकाशित ही नहीं हुआ। नहीं तो अगर प्रकाशित हो जाता तो फिर हलवाई और पकौड़ों की बात कैसे करते। उसके बाद जो प्रकाशित हुए हैं उनसे मालूम पड़ता है कि लगभग 90 लाख से गिरा है 11-12 से लेके 17-18 तक। लेबर फोर्स का जो टोटल वर्क फोर्स है उसमें जो घटौती हुई है। एग्रीकल्चर में, कृषि में 26.7 मिलियन यानी 2.5 करोड़ 2.6 करोड़ 2.6 करोड़ ज़्यादातर महिलाएं। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में 35 लाख। मेरे पास और कई आंकड़े हैं, आपको लिखित दे रहा हूं मैं, लेकिन आप इनको छोड़ दीजिए। बढ़ोतरी क्या हुई? हम तो रोजगार की बढ़ोतरी की बात कर रहे हैं। कम से कम एक तो प्रकाशन करिए, सिर्फ ये कह के कि हमने मुद्रा लोन दिए तो मान के चलिए कि रोजगार बढ़ गया। ये कैसे मान सकता है कोई? सरकार का सिस्टम होता है। नेशनल स्टैटिस्टिकल कमीशन के व्यक्ति ने रिजाइन क्यों किया? क्योंकि उनके फिगर कह रहे हैं। CMI जो कि स्वतंत्र संस्था है वो उनके फिगर आंकड़े कह रहे हैं। मेरा छठा हेड जो ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर से भी संबंध रखता है, यानी कंस्ट्रक्शन, रियल एस्टेट। जैसा मैंने कहा, ये दो अपने आप में 20-20 सेक्टर को प्रभावित या दुष्प्रभावित करने की क्षमता रखते हैं। रियल एस्टेट आप जानते हैं, कहते हैं कि 250 एंसिलरी इंडस्ट्रीज को भी सपोर्ट करता है।
Now the drop in sale is happening across all the segment. If passenger vehicle have witnessed a fall of 18% in the quarter end of June 2019, the commercial vehicle segment had witnessed 16.6 decline. On the other hand, the two-wheeler segment too saw a drop in the sale by 11.7% during the quarter, making it the worst situation for the auto sector in the country right now. And with 2 lakh job losses, the Modi government should immediately break their silence and bring a speedy solution to this. To let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in.